That's how that works. Interesting. I probably should have planned this better and gotten my computer, but you know what? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just kind of experimenting here. Give me like a moment, skip ahead or something. So that turns the camera around. Yeah, welcome to my room, by the way. Room tour. Me, that mutes me. Retouch. Okay. I look like an old man trying to read a meme, just like, huh? Oh, I can create a short. Cool. That's, I don't know what that did. Green screen mode, huh? Cool. And lighting. Oh, it brightens up the room. Okay. So that's how they do it at night. Anyway. I don't know what this sounds like, so I'm gonna go get my computer and watch myself so I can see what this does, because I've never done this before. I don't entirely know what this is, does, means, do. Oh, I can see chat, I think. All messages. Let me view the chat. I don't know what that does. I might be able to chat and chat, see what that does. Bright light mode. Just flashbang out! Yeah, so if I turn on lighting, that's better. Okay. Moment. Einen Moment bitte. YouTube. Go to yourself. Wash yourself from my alternate account. Go to yourself. Wash yourself from my alternate account. From my alternate account. Go to yourself. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So, you know how you sound different? Okay. You know how you sound different when you hear yourself? I've done YouTube now for almost 2 years. I think actually 2 years at this point. Yeah, no, I've officially done YouTube for 2 years. Wow. Dang. Dang, man, when did I grow muscle? Jeez. Okay, no, I need to focus here. What was I talking about? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So I've done YouTube for so long that I've listened to my own voice for hundreds of hours, that it sounds the same to me. I've done YouTube for so long that I've listened to my... Yeah. I mean, it's less bassy. There's definitely less bass in there. I've done YouTube for so long that I've... But it sounds the same. But when I try to sing, I don't know. It sounds the same. But when I try to sing, I don't know. Yeah, it's completely different. Anyway, let's do what I was actually trying to do the entire time. Welcome to the NIX-FLIX Show, I guess. I've made an alternate account where I'm basically going to try to Truman Show, but not exactly. I mean, I can't really record at work, but maybe I can. I don't know. Haven't really planned this out. I'm just trying to experiment. So right now, I'm basically going to clean my car, and we'll see how that goes, I guess. Because my alternate account, apparently... I need to wait 24 hours before I'm allowed to live stream on the account. Because, you know... Anyway, I need to grab stuff to clean the vehicle first. Including... Oh, did I charge the vacuum? I did. I have this thing that I'm going to clean the car with. Why are you watching me? Why do I have 6 people watching me? This is weird. Anyway. Wait, I can turn it. Oh, orientation is locked. Okay. Trash bags. That's great. You're welcome to the house tour, I guess, as well. Trash bag. Vacuum. Yeah, that's really all you need to clean the car with, I think. Hello. Hello from... Hi. Why am I getting viewers on on the NIX-FLIX show and not when I live stream games. That's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, so this is like an experiment to try to Truman Show myself, heavy quotes. It's not going to be a long stream, probably just the next hour and a half of me cleaning my car, so I don't know. Yeah. Should probably grab my keys, that'd be a good option. 6, 7, or whatever the kids say these days. How do you do, fellow kids? I'm hip and cool too. 6, 7, ha ha ha. I'm not gonna dox myself, so I'm gonna hold my camera down real quick so you can't find where I live, because that would be bad. That would be very bad for me. So instead, and there we go, now you can't see anything. From what I understand, 6, 7 is basically the kid equivalent of 9 plus 10 equals 21. Somebody said it, and now everyone's saying it. It's meant to be nothing. It literally means nothing. It's an inside joke that means nothing. At first I thought it was stupid, now I'm actually kind of enjoying it because it's so dumb. Anyway, my car is filthy. Yeah, I've got bad habits. That's why I brought the trash bag. I should have watched this. Okay. I'm a YouTuber. I have very unhealthy habits. Very unhealthy habits. At least you're doing... Yeah. What is this? Yeah, that's unimportant. Oh yeah, I went to the pumpkin patch with my family and got a heart-shaped pumpkin. Thought that was cool. More of an acorn than a heart, but yeah. I thought that was cool. Oh, the safety accountability matrix. Yeah, I got a promotion, and this is all the stuff that I have to not do unless I get fired or a stern talking to. But you know, sleeping during operation, drinking or eating, and reading while the vehicle is in motion is pretty much self-explanatory of don't do that. But I'm gonna keep this. Oh yeah, so my car is not old, but it's old. Parts of it are falling out. This goes when the pedals go. I need to figure out how to reattach it. Oh, so that's what I want. I've had this toy lightsaber here for a long time. It's like an unboxing channel. What else is inside his car? Clothes that I bought a week ago that I still haven't brought inside. That's probably expired by now. It's a coupon, not food. But maybe there is expired food in here, right? I don't know. We'll find it together. when does this... And I brought this in the car this morning. So yeah, no, it's fine. In fact, it's cold outside, so just shake it up and I'll bring it to work tonight. Oh yeah, the next step is vacuuming. So I'll have to vacuum this part first, then that side. And bring wipes too. I forgot the wipes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where'd it go? Yeah. Sometimes it works. Sometimes at work the stuff sticks to my feet, and so I have this all over the floor. Already needs to be emptied. Which is why I bought the trash bag. The main reason. Get back in there. Where I get in there. No, wait a minute. Move it back. Why didn't I think about that? Ugh, gross. Yeah, my car is pretty old, so I guess there is an excuse, but it's dirty. So I'm gonna put this, you know, make it bang it against the wall here. No, that's a bad idea. Yeah, it hurt. But at least it makes this part easier, I think. Huh. Plastic piece came loose. From what? I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in the trash bag. give this car 5 more years until I gotta get another one. But it looks like well, the back seat is beautiful, but the front seat looks like it looks like a family car. Of course, my feet do, my work boots definitely get dirty, so of course the floor is gonna get dirty too, since the floor at work is dirty, but you know, the work boots pick up a lot of dirt. And even though janitors apparently clean the floor every day in the building, in the factory, that's not a factory, it's more of a warehouse. This factory implies you're building something. Oh, it's dirty. Put this back in there, I think. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I am not a car guy. Okay, it's in, I think. Cool. Instant. I should put this thing back in. Okay. It's still dirty as heck, but it's better. Oh. Okay, so next part, clean inside the doors. Now what? Guess I can move to the opposite side. So, gonna bring this inside and get wipes. Yes. You're coming with me. On my own, because I'm, again, not going to dox myself. Because that would be dumb. I know how to be safe online. Somewhat. This in my room. And do it later, just like literally everything else. Put these in the recycle bin. And grab the wipes. Which I believe I left right here. Oh, hold on, I need to finish the laundry first as well. I love wearing clothes when they're still warm. It's the greatest feeling on the planet. We are in the atmosphere, so, or contained within the atmosphere, so yeah. So I'm right in a weird roundabout way. That's everything in there. I had something else. I swear I had something else. Never mind, I didn't. Once again, not going to show where I live. It's gonna be really annoying having it is the day that somebody who's like amazing at GeoGuessr. It's gonna be like, the shape of the sky implies he lives in South Arkansas. Or Kansas. Yeah, I know it's pronounced Arkansas. I know. Don't tell me. I know. What is Walter White's address? Was it 301 El Roro Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico? 3835. Have the copy pasta somewhere. And if you didn't believe me when I said my car was dirty, okay, I guess it's not that bad, but you know. It's worse than other people's cars, I'll tell you that. Probably yours too. This is also a learning experience for myself because I can learn that I do a British accent a lot. A little bit too much. I guess it's more received pronunciation, but it's Victorian, if you will. The reason I'm doing this, if you're wondering, is because I was just inspired by The Truman Show and be like, I wonder what it would be like. Would people actually be interested in watching the daily routines of a guy? Just a random dude? Because I totally would. I totally watch some guy for no reason when I'm bored. I'd watch a guy clean his car. Yeah, dirty. Of course, these are the pedals, so I guess it's to be expected. Just from the interior, I wonder if you can guess what car I drive. Hello, Pablo Escobar. How many kilos in a pound? I have no clue. I don't even... What's a kilometer? Kilos in a pound. Wait a minute. Isn't a kilo more than a pound? So isn't it how many pounds in a kilo? Well, if you're going to talk about Morgana like that, then I won't tell you what species of car she is. And if you think it's cringe to name your car, well, my sister's named her car McCade. Her first car. I don't know what she's named her second one. It is not a Honda. And it's definitely not a... What do the rich people drive? It's definitely not a Tesla, I'll guarantee you that. Anybody who drives around... Anybody who drives around town with a Cybertruck, I feel like they feel threatened because they always drive super defensively. Like, I know, just don't hit me. Tesla. I've never driven one, so I wouldn't know its handling, but I assume they got pretty tight handling. Unless people buy them because they're rich and they just want a rich car. My Tesla's 700 HP. Horsepower. I read 700 as health points instead of horsepower, so that I was like, wow, that's a lot. That's not a lot of health for a car. My car's got 1,200 health points. It can survive a bit of fall damage. Quite a bit of fall damage. It suffers fall damage a lot. The front of my car has like this little rubber bumper. First time I got it, it came loose, and so it would literally just drag that bumper everywhere. And then I got my car, like, I don't know exactly what I got. I think it was an oil change. They fixed it for me. And then it immediately started driving on the floor again. So then the third oil change I got, it finally they locked it in. I don't know if it was a new one or they just put duct tape over it, but it's no longer dragging. For a while, I was wondering why people would watch me. They'd look at my car when I'm driving down the street, and I'm just like, why are you watching me? They were just watching that bumper just across the floor. I'm using way too many wipes than I should. This is kind of wasteful. There's a lot of crumbs. I do eat a lot of fast food in this car. It's not a problem because other people do that, but the mess I make is atrocious. There's also dust, which becomes more visible in the winter. I'm surprised we haven't had snowfall yet. Championship, you want a Dodge Charger? I can't even. It's definitely not a Dodge. But the company is known for trucks. Anytime anybody says ChatGPT, I immediately, it's like, disregard the information. I know it's automatically wrong or wildly incorrect. I once asked ChatGPT a fun fact about Star Wars, and it was like, did you know they use 700 gallons of liquid nitrogen to make smoke on the Death Star? And I'm like, I know that's fake. But I'm gonna switch seats and move everything around, so it'll be like, give me 5 seconds. How many seconds was that? Chevy. Yes, you are correct. But which type of Chevy? Wait, can I move this floor? I can. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this carpet. I guess it's a Chevy Volt. It is a Chevy, but it is not a Volt. I will give you a hint though. It's got manual mirrors and manual windows. It's the last car model or the last car year that can actually have one of those. Every other car now, unless it's custom made, has the electronic ones. The driver's seat is so much more clean than the passenger seat is so much more clean. Not a Malibu. I think I've proved my sister wrong. I told her my idea about the NIX-FLIX Show, or like the IRL Truman Show. And she's like, nobody's ever gonna watch that. I have 4 viewers. Take that, sister. And yes, the reason there's so much dog hair is because my grandma occasionally sits in the seat, and she has her dog. I did get one of those dog rollers that have like the sticky tape all over them. You know what? That would make cleaning this car so much easier. Why didn't I think about that? I could probably get them at like PetSmart. Chevy Silverado. No, it's it starts with an S though. I'll give you that. All right, once I finish cleaning this lint rollers, yeah, once we go finish cleaning this car, I'm gonna go to PetSmart if I have time. No, I won't have time. We'll have enough time for a car wash, I think, because I go to work starts at 4, so I gotta be there by like 3:30, and it's 1:25 right now. Not Spark. Not Suburban. There's a lot of Chevy S's. I did not realize how many S Chevys there were. Do you have like a list? Do you have like look up a list on Google to be like, hey Google, how many Chevys are there that start with the letter S? I know I cheat like that. Hello. Arashaya. If I pronounced that name correctly. Lock in. There we go. Chevy SUV. Is that even a car model? Because SUV is a type of car. I think this one is a sedan, which also starts with S, conveniently enough. Sonic, got it. Winner. You win a clap and a half. Now, can you guess the year? Now, you still got a chance. Now, who can guess the year? Just 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Just keep counting up. You win this car. No. Well, give it 5 years when it stops working. Then you can win it. Nope, not 2016. It's not 2016. I don't even think this thing would work if it was 2016. This is not that dirty. How new is this car? It's not 2017. Hello, Mark Bussing. I mean, it's not new, but I mean, it was new at the time that I bought it, but it was also pre-owned, but it was still the same year. No, not 20. Think, it's not that old. Think, because even though it's got manual mirrors and windows, which you can't. It's not that old. Sure, I guess that works. Oh, I forgot to wipe this side of the car. Is it New Year? Yeah, it's in the newer year. It's in the 2020s. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, as you can see, it is so much dirtier here. On a spot I forgot to wipe. Okay, that is hurting me. Ooh. 2022? Nope. Even on the speaker. I never realized how dirty my work boots really were. 2023? Nope. Lower. Younger, newer, older. There we go. That's the word. Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. Oh, we need to do the dashboard too. Ooh, nasty. Mainly just dust. It's not actually gross, but it is gross. My coin pocket might need a little bit of cleaning. You can clean your windshield at the gas station yet? No, I was gonna go to a car wash if I have time. I think I will have time. 2020 was last year. It was not, even though it does feel like it. I use car washes because I'm poor and I don't have time to clean it myself. What was I gonna do next? Back seat, that's what I was gonna do next. Yeah, I'll put my keys here. Plug you back into there. Live on gravel road. On a gravel road. Oh, yeah. There are a lot of back roads where I live, but I go to work in the inner city, I live in the inner city, so it's fine. I know my parents moved to a smaller community, and their car is dirty all the time. My dad actually bought a Jeep, and the suspension on that thing is beautiful because I'll drive up to their house and I'm just like. I mean, 2020 is the last year of the Sonic. Oh, well, yes, then it is the 2020 Chevy Sonic, which is also the reason it's the last car that had manual windows. Backseat. Need to remember backseat. Now that you've guessed the year, can you guess the license plate? I've been using water hose to clean my mom's car every now and then. Yeah. Accurate. Old ID badge. I don't even think this will get me inside the building. I'll throw this away. Man, I was fat back then. I lost a lot of weight when I started my new job. It's not much of a tutorial. The underside of the seats. Oh, my knee hit it. The undersides of the seats are just filled with nothing but crumbs, and it's still, there's still hair everywhere. I wonder if I can cover my ID badge name and stuff correctly. I was so fat back then. My cheeks were just. I worked at two fast food restaurants. One was Hardee's for 3 years, and then Dairy Queen for 6 months, and then I moved to my current job, and it's very physically demanding, if you couldn't tell. But yeah. One of my old ID badges, the ink from the thing stained the plastic. That's really funny. The expiration date is still at 2024. Arby's, yeah. A lot of rude people. Oh my gosh. The stories I could tell from Hardee's. That place was ghetto. Like, fights actually happened. Not like all the time, but like more than they should have. Yeah. I don't need this receipt anymore. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this receipt anymore. I don't need this receipt anymore. Did this break? Oh, no, it didn't. It's just unhooked. There's going to be a lot of snow in the coming months, so this is going to be incredibly useful. It's fun to swing these around, but the metal part is cold. Even the plastic part. But here's what, ow, from Hardee's before. Grandpa. Maybe it's the Waffle House of the Midwest. But is there Waffle Houses in the Midwest? Because we don't have a Waffle House where I live. I've been meaning to open this. Unboxing stream, this thing. It already tells you what it is. Da-da-da-da. There's a straw. Oh, it's yellow. Fries. See what I mean? It's bad underneath the seats. It's bad. Some of these are like McDonald's fries. Some of these are Hardee's fries. I'm still finding curly fries. Piece of bacon. Random fries are everywhere. Yeah. The back seat is so clean because there's so much just trash back here that doesn't get a chance to fall on the floor. I don't think I need to wipe back here. It's pretty good. The dish is probably side. Yeah. Where'd I put it? Right here. Oh, it's much dirtier here. Behind me. I try to clean my car every second Sunday of the month, but it's gonna be entirely honest and no filter. I'm incredibly depressed right now, and for the past year, I haven't done anything. Occasional cleans here and there, but it's It's bad. It's dirtier than it's ever been. There were days, weeks, months when there were just fast food bags that were it was so full, and down there where your legs are, that it was in the seat. It was bad. I've seen worse when I was working at Hardee's, but it was bad for me. Yeah. Another reason why I want to do the NIX-FLIX show is to, one, get rid of some bad habits I have because I know people are watching, or at least there's a chance that people will be watching. And also just to alleviate the boredom of the depression. Because it's bad, bro. It's bad. And the streams will be on another channel, my second channel. It should be under the name of the NIX-FLIX Show, which is what this stream is called. It was originally a stream archive channel, but I changed my mind and now I just have the streams as VODs on the homepage, not the homepage, but the live page. Back is clean, don't need a wipe. Got this thing. Trunk. Vacuum the trunk, which you won't. Well, I can do it. Yeah, I can show you. Then go to the car wash. Yeah, plan. That's the plan. I'm gonna throw this away. And I'm not gonna bring my phone with me because I'm just gonna be covering it with my chest because, again, I don't want to dox myself. So give me like a minute. I'm back. The only way to open the door is to press that button or use my keys. There is no handle, so it's really annoying. I put my keys somewhere. There they are. Alright. Oh, I forgot I had a costume in here. Yeah, it's not fitting. Not fitting either. You can throw these away. Oh, I've been looking for these. Am I even cleaning anything here? I'm just gonna bring some of this stuff inside, get an air freshener, and we're gonna go to a car wash. It's an Anakin Skywalker costume. It's really good. Surprisingly comfortable, and people say I look good in it, especially with my hair. I'll put you in the boot. Good luck in the boot. I'm not giving you the boot, but I'm giving you the boot. Oh, my house is so hot compared to outside. This is so nice. the outside world. Yeah, so we'll clean. I'll put my costume back where it belongs later, just like everything else. Put this in the... No, I'm going to put this in the dishwasher. Yes, I know it's weird, but trust me, it works better than you think. Not perfect, but better than cleaning it by hand. Filter, though. I don't know how to clean the filter. I've decided I can blow in it and just... But that barely works. Maybe you just have to buy another one unless they make refillable filters. What's it doing next? Oh yeah, so I was gonna get... Where'd it go? I had car filters. Here they are. Cool. That did nothing. I'm actually going to take both of them out and just put both in the car, but put one in the glove compartment. Keep wallet. Wallet, keys. Don't need my ID badges, I'm not going to work. I don't need to change my boots yet. Yes, we are going to the car wash. And I'll have time for PetSmart. Trust me, there's going to be a day when I don't cover myself, and it's going to be weird. Okay, so I didn't clean out the car all the way yet. My bad. I am a dumb, but you should know this. Put that in the glove compartment. Put coins! I have enough loose change already. It's fine. Snap that into the thing. Put myself forward. Plug myself in. It's gonna be awkward. I usually have music everywhere I go. It's gonna be hard without music. Actually, I think PetSmart would be a better way to go first. Something's off. Can't exactly tell what it is though. Ooh, I do need gas too. Not gas, but gas. Oh, that's what's wrong. I don't have my armrest. I need that armrest. More than you know. I'm gonna show it at myself. Just so I don't get distracted. Hello, car from Washington. PetSmart, if I remember how to get to PetSmart. That is. I do recline quite a bit in my car. It's cold in here. Much better. Feels weird being watched, you know? My eyes keep looking at that, but I know I'm supposed to be looking at the road. And I guess as this thing goes along and I get more and more comfortable with constantly being watched and getting rid of my bad habits, I will just act like I'm not being watched and not put on a performative mask. Although, sometimes me being normal looks like a performative mask, which is a whole nother can of worms. You gotta look not as unflattering as possible, but stop like trying to breathe. I'll breathe like a man and just you know. I guess it's more middle-aged dad breathing, but that's to me what man breathing is. Trust. Oh, and at work, it's been nicknamed trailer lung because the trailers are so dusty and dirty that people will like blow their nose and it's just gray. it's gross, but you know, trailer lung. Even though it's not in your lung, it's in your nose. That wasn't performative right there. Me doing that, I do that so often, completely alone when nobody's with me. Or when I do something stupid, I'll literally do this. Even though if there's no camera there, I've done it ever since I was like 6. And it's just a habit I've kept ever since then. Wow, I've been streaming for an hour. Part of me wants to just put on my headphones at work and re-listen to this to just know what it was like to tune in. That'd be an interesting experience. And like I said in the beginning, I'm so used to my voice that hearing it in a recording, it sounds normal. And I do have a very high-pitched voice for myself, but it's getting lower and lower, but I think it's at its like almost lowest. Should probably... No, this shirt's good for work. It won't have any fans on it, I don't think. Well, fine, I'll go this way then. If it'll be like that. It's faster anyway, it's in some ways. My original idea for the NIX-FLIX Show was to do 24/7 streams, but again, recording at work would be impossible unless I did the recording or did the live streams through another device. And I had an old iPad, but YouTube was deleted off of it years ago, so I was like, oh, I'll just reinstall it. There's a giant plastic bag on the road. Okay. What was I gonna say? Crap. Oh yes, and I was trying to re-download YouTube, and it was like, oh yeah, it's incompatible. It's like it takes too much data or whatever, takes too much RAM from the device. YouTube does, and so I was like, oh cool, planned obsolescence in action. I mean, nobody's coming for miles. Oh, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. And so I was like, I'm not going to buy a whole nother phone or iPad or whatever just to stream from. So I'm just going to be doing up until I get to, like, the parking lot of work. That's when the stream will end. So they're basically going to be... If 15-hour streams. Like, there will be, there might be sleep segments. I'm gonna have to like plan out my whole day in advance, which actually will be good for me mentally, which again, it's why I'm doing the challenge. I'll plan out my days in advance so I'll know whether to record from my phone or not record, because I'm not recording. I'm not going to preserve any of this. The 16-hour streams might not be kept by YouTube. They're probably going to delete themselves, which means you gotta, when I say clip that, you better clip that. I know a good car wash to use, and I'll get a gas with it too. So on days that I guess I know I'm going to be driving a lot, I'll use funds in days and I know I'll be at home most of the day. I'll use computer. That seems like it'll work. Again, this whole Truman Show thing, I'm not supposed to be talking. I'm supposed to only be talking to myself. Trying to explain it, especially when nobody's currently watching. It's weird. But you know, this will be preserved because it's not going to be that long of a stream. 3 hours at most. It's the pilot episode, where I explain the premise and give you a taste of what there may be to expect. You know, tune in, you watch all the time. Maybe this is the stream where I'll get in a car crash and you can watch it happen live. Oh crap, I'm not even, this is not. Okay, so I'm gonna be entirely honest. I'm a bit distracted right now, and I thought I was going to work, so I took the wrong thing, but I can, yeah, no, it's fine. I can easily go back around. A big circle rather than a square, but it works. Oval, it's more of an oval than a circle. Actually, no, that cuts off. Let him cook. Turn only lanes, my beloved. Okay, I guess it isn't a square. It's an oval. It's a square. I thought it was an oval, but I wasn't. But it works out anyway. I should stop talking, as if somebody was watching, which is not ridiculous. Like this. Well, okay then, Mr. Lack of turn signal. I miss my music. So cozy. Maybe I'll be the one to just sing. That'll be great, just listen to me screech into the microphone. I'll never leave it again. Oh, I know why I'm tired often, but like, why am I so tired often? sometimes my genius, it's almost frightening. Is that another plastic bag? No, it's a bunch of socks on the road. Cool. PetSmart is over there because I took the long way because I'm a dumb. Oh, it's 3:30 is when I got up. Ooh, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. We're fine. I hate the term time blindness because most people use it as an excuse, but like, I'm really bad with time management. Sometimes I'll come to a place like 30 minutes early because I was like, oh, wait, I calculated that wrong. Which it might just be more of an issue with math because I'm just bad at math, so it's not just bad at math. Combine that with dysgraphia and you got a recipe for terribleness. Of course, my ability to read numbers has drastically improved since high school. But I still get moments where I'm like, it's 11, and it's not. Strangely, it's not an issue of the symbols I can't read, it's just saying them out loud, and then I confuse myself, even though I'm thinking it right. And mental math is just impossible. I cannot think that way. Please tell me PetSmart has lint rollers. Because if they don't, that's gonna be weird. That's gonna be, like, I need to speak to the manager unacceptableness. Why would a pet store not have lint rollers? Give me one good reason why a pet store would not have lint rollers. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So, I'm just gonna hold my phone like this the entire time and see how that goes, I guess. I don't know, I guess I'll put it in my pocket when I check out or something like that, I don't know. Here we go. Lint roller. $4.99, geez. nudged it slightly. Awkward as hell. I dropped the lint roller when I'm waiting in line. So that sucked. Very long line at the PetSmart. All 3 lanes were filled up. First time I've ever seen that, actually. So now we go to the car wash. You're gonna love it. But we got the lint roller, so I can now clean. Okay, I accidentally pressed the power button and turned it off, so sorry about that. Does anybody else call the power button on the Oh wow, I've always called it. There's the volume buttons and the power button and the home button, but the home button's now the home swipe. Also, $5 for a lint roller. I mean, I guess it's not bad, but I expected $4 at the most. I forgot how busy this road is sometimes. 3 lanes and it still piles up. If you're going to turn, at least use the turn signal. That was implied you will be turning right. Normally, I would be recording my perspective, what I see, like a dash cam, but again, my goal is my privacy. I'm not trying to literally show where I live, because this is a very risky maneuver to be doing this. Especially live when I can't control what happens. But since it's live, there's some things that I'll record that are cool. It'll catch. Maybe I won't catch them, but somebody will clip it. I think I get notifications if somebody clips stream. Be cool. Be real cool. This one also has I think this one also has a car wash. Oh. It doesn't. Unless it does, I can't tell. Oh, that's some old water. Ah, it's really old water. Gross. But complex. Oh, green light, how I missed you. Oh, the car wash is closed. Oh. This changes things. I mean, it is, what, 40 degrees, 50 degrees? It makes sense that would happen. Well, I'll do what the other guy said and just manually wipe the windows. That's all that really matters, is the windows. Bread. Might learn a thing or two about myself by watching, or if anybody were to clip me and make a compilation of weird habits I do. That was a bad decision. I'm sorry, I'm not used to driving down this road. It's a very, very weird... It's badly designed. Everyone can agree it's badly designed. And if you can't agree that it's badly designed... Wow, really, I gotta double chin at this angle. I don't like that. I swear I'm not fat. Just thick-skinned. Very dry, thick-skinned. I need to get the moisturizer. I'll do it later. Again, not trying to sound... Oh, what's the word? Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Motivation. If this car wash is also closed, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Besides just wiping the windows. It's 2:14. I got time. And we are close. Wait, no, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. There's a chance. We have a chance. A small chance of victory. If people would move forward, that is. Don't make me honk you. I will honk you. Like really itches. Gas prices are better than normal, I will say. This was not the right turn to take, but I can still make it. Just gonna look like a jerk doing it. Sorry, everyone. The greatest of decisions, but you know, I don't know how to use gas stations. They're really complicated. Like them. Yeah, that works. Yes, car wash today. So, I should have brought a jacket. I really should have brought a jacket or a better shirt, because, oof, cold. Very cold. Gosh. Oh yeah, it's cold. And also expensive as sin. Holy crap. Read me? Yeah. Alright, so oh, okay, I got the car wash code. You're gonna love this. It's one of my favorite things of all time. Car washes. It's just so colorful and so cool. I know, weird, but I mean, what else am I if not weird? Yeah, this wasn't the way to go, but it is the way to go. Now, the problem with this specific car wash is that the way to get in, you gotta like open, it's so bad, it's so bad. Alright, so fine. I gotta open my door to get the code.
Oh, wow. Please enter your code by touching. Please select one of the following. Please wait. Thank you. Please move forward slowly into the wash.
Let's snow in this person.
Please drive forward. Please drive forward. Please place car in park.
Check it out. Here we go. Car wash. Let's go. you get that. I'll try to keep the camera as accurate as possible. Kind of looks like I'm wet a little bit. Pre-soap cleaning is now being applied to the vehicle. Watch it snow next week or something. No, I will not roll down my window.
The pre-soap cleaning product is now being applied to your vehicle.
The pre-soap cleaning client is now being applied to the vehicle. I can't see anything. Oh, I got like scratch marks on the window. Weird. I mean, it is 5 years old, so it's not too weird. But there's definitely like marks. There might be on the inside. No, that's not. Oh, that's on the outside. Hey, Jimmy, give me a pizza with nothing. Nothing? The bitrate is probably terrible. You hear that too, right? I must be hearing things. No, there's no brushes in this one. It's just water. Alright, here we go. I almost rolled down my window out of instinct. Holy crap, I'm an idiot. Like my hand was on the thing. As a kid, I was always terrified of the wind being so powerful it would blow away the windshield. Okay, I'm gonna have to shut up because it's gonna get loud. Didn't utilize my dryer time efficiently, but there we are. Cleaned vehicle. Definitely feels fresher. So what are you doing here, mate? What do you think you're doing? Get off your phone and drive. Get off your cellular device and move. Accelerate. Go. Don't make me honk you. Oh, because you're going the other way. That's why, because you're a loser. No, I'm not heading to work yet. I'm starting 3:30. My time is when I'm going. So what I'm going to do in between is probably continue cleaning my house, like scrub the toilet, fold the laundry. Interesting. So if you're an hour ahead, then you must be further that way on a map. So like Michigan, Georgia, Missouri. Anyone remember the show Rough Ruffman? I just thought about it. I wanted to be on that show so bad when I was a kid. Now the theme song is stuck in my head. Hey, your right light is off. You're gonna get a citation if you get caught. Did you know it's a traffic violation to have a burnt headlight or burnt tail light? Both have to be active, which I guess makes sense, but it also doesn't. So I'm always terrified that one of my brake lights doesn't work because I can't really check if my brake lights or back lights don't work because I can't see them. I can definitely tell if a headlight is missing. It's probably the most obvious thing in the world. And can somebody please tell me the obsession with LED headlights? They're so blinding, they hurt, and you don't need to see 4 miles in front of you. You only need to see 1 mile in front of you, at most. Plus, if you're driving a truck and you're taller than everyone else, the light goes directly into the eyes of the driver who's in a smaller vehicle, like me, in the sedan. Whoever is the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. Streaming on the NIX-FLIX Show will be very interesting because sometimes I'll be live streaming a game, and so I'll be live streaming myself, live streaming. Oh, okay, now I can just drive around. It's like, why would you put those cones there? That's where I live. Oh. What? I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best. I don't know why that cone's there. Oh, because they drilled a hole in the ground. I don't want people driving into the hole. Oh man, just drove through a bunch of sawdust. Now that's all coming on my vehicle. I'm gonna have to avoid reading chat because I'm going to crash if I read chat any more than I am currently. And again, this Truman Show thing, I mean, this is the pilot episode, so I guess I could interact with chat more than I am until I get the boots off the ground and fully understand what I'm doing. I know the sleep streams are going to be interesting because I know I sleep weird, and it's going to be weird. And I hope I don't do things in my sleep that will get me against TOS, like I don't take off my clothes, because I hope I don't. So I need to bring some stuff in. We got roller, lightsaber, receipt, pumpkin that looks like a thing, and the makeup, which I'm not even. I got a role, an acting gig in a show, and so for the blood, they recommended using nail polish on white. What the heck was that? On a white shirt. You heard that too. I wonder what that. Okay, so how about now? Okay, so
How about now?
I figured out the problem. It was playing for my car's Bluetooth, and for some reason it was still connected. I don't know why. And so that raises an interesting question of what did the audio sound like while I was driving? Because it must have sounded horrible. And so I'm gonna go mute myself, knowing, and just watch what I just did.
There. Oh,
Yeah,
because they
you can. That's what that sound was.
I want people driving into the hole.
Watch myself. Watch myself.
I'm not psyching him. I know. Again. Roller, like a thing. And I got an acting gig in a show. And so for the blood, they recommended using nail polish on the white.
So me saying what the heck was that should have been a dead giveaway that something was wrong. Anywho, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my own car. Yes, I am a redneck. How could you tell? There! The joke is done! And no... Oh, it's not coming out. Oh, because I didn't open it. No, I'm not going to give you a toilet view. You have to pay extra for that. But there is no option to pay extra. Exactly. Give me to 500 subscribers and 1,000 watch hours, and then you get a toilet view. Yeah, that's a good, perfect incentive. You get the workout view. You can see, you can watch me work out. Flex my muscles, I guess. I don't know. If you're a freak like that. Yeah, I think it's not the highest quality cleaner. Either that or I need a new scrubber. No thanks. I don't want to see the brown stains on my side. Oh man, but that's the best part. Yeah, I think this might actually expired. It does not clean well. Is there a date? The best used by date? I think. Oh, yeah. I definitely need a new scrubber. I now just looked at the top. It's just flat. Okay, so that's the problem. It's the scrubber itself. Probably go to Target next week or something. I'm such a perfectionist. Even with spots I can't see, must be clean. Where did the wipes go? I had wipes. Give me a moment, I'll be back. think I left the wipes in the car, so I'm gonna get a new pack. Okay. There might actually be some in this closet. There is. You know, a better angle would provide a better angle. This is gonna look so weird. How is this for violating TOS? Totally review. An Ultra 4K resolution with new funky mode. Floor week is going to be an interesting week. Every first Monday is shopping for essentials and recycling. Every second day is cleaning out my car. Every third Monday of the week is cleaning my floor. The fourth, if there is one, is cleaning all around, like the sink and the bathtub and the oven. And if there's a fifth, it's my day of rest because I'm tired. Anyway, like I said, I was gonna do trash. I'm the trash man. I'm eating garbage. But I ain't gonna dox myself, so instead, what I'm gonna do is you can watch me put away my trash through the trees. It's not a good view, but you can see it. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Don't want to hear anything. Shouldn't have ran. My stamina is terrible, but my recovery is great. Laundry next. Yeah, okay. Well, give me a moment. I'll take a break. Give me like a minute or two. All right, I'm ready. Maybe a little longer. All right, now I'm ready. The second 3 o'clock hits, is when I'm gonna start like loading up on calories and stuff, because there's no breaks. It's like 6 hours of straight work. No breaks. From 4, this is not my bedroom, from like 4 to midnight or something crazy like that. Oh, you get to watch my streaming setup. Yeah. I'm out of breath because I ran. I have terrible stamina but really great recovery. So like, if I sprint at max speed, I only get like 3 minutes. But if I run at a solid pace, 10. And so it begins. You know, my brain, the word smash has been ruined just like Edge and Goon. So when you said 100% smash that keyboard, I'm like, no. I miss when Goon meant those guys you beat up in Lego Batman. I miss when Edge meant corner. If I get scissors, I'll be back. Couldn't find any scissors, but I found this. Dang, bro, that's sharp. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. You know, from the lyrics from Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, your favorite album. You've listened to it 19 times. Don't try to deny that your favorite album of all time is Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins. How many times in chat have you previously stated, "Oh, sorry, I gotta be right back. I gotta listen to Melancholy Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins. It's my favorite album of all time. I listen to it every day. 19 times a day. Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins." Funny thing is, I've never heard that album. I just stole that joke from Game Grumps. But I've seen that band and that album's logo at Hot Topic once. Or was that Spencer's? One of the two. They're basically the same store at this point. You know... Yeah, I know. It works. It works. I'm not going to explain what just happened, but just know it works. You can see how bad I feel. Oh, yes, Flora. Have you met Flora? If you know where this character is from, you are my best friend. If you don't, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Man, there's so many clippable moments. But I'm not going to be the one to do it because I'm busy making them. Clip farming. It's the new YouTube meta. See what I mean? It's been like a minute and I'm immediately back in breath. But I am very thirsty. Because I've drinking nothing but like Pepsi and a little bit of water this entire day. Specifically, Pepsi made with cane sugar, not corn syrup sugar. It's weaker, but also better in some ways. You should try it. It's 79% your daily sugar intake, so you can only drink like a quarter of one, but you know, I drink 2. What shirt is this? Ah, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, I bought this too at small. Oh yeah, so for a while I was an extra large, you know, because I was fat. But this is a small. But look at that. It fits me. Here, I'll be right back. How do you go from extra large to small? Okay, admittedly, this is a little tight, but still, then that means I'm medium. How do you go from extra large to small? Yeah, admittedly, it is pretty tight, but inevitably, I know for a fact I will stretch this out because all my clothes have gotten stretched out. Where's my knife? I literally, oh, did I put it back? I didn't put it back. I don't know where I put it. I've seen you play knifey spoony before. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Okay, cool. Cool, I love it when you do that. I love it when you do that. I love it when you do that. I love it. Fucking do you, the viewers, know where my phone knife went? Oh, well, apparently you can just try to take your shirt off and it comes off with it. You do? Where did I put it? Oh, of course. You'd get along with one of my moderators, Just Worms. You're like very, very similar. And I suppose that makes sense. Similar people will be attracted to similar things, but like, wow. Are you sure you aren't Just Worms' alternate account? Pumpkin. Actually, it's more of a gourd than a pumpkin. I don't even think this has seeds. Where should I put this? I'm gonna put it next to Flora. Yo, Flora, I got you a gift. That doesn't work at all. Ah, it doesn't work at all either. Wait, can you hold it? Can I give it to you? No, but I have Meow Wolf. I'll put it in between you because I ship you now. This is 100% gonna fall one day. That is 100% gonna fall one day. Like when I'm sleeping, it's just gonna, the pumpkin's just gonna land on my table and just. You can't see that well, can you? Yeah, you can't see that well, but I ship Meow Wolf and Flora. Alright, can you give me my knife back? Because I need it again. Unless I can, you know. Oh, found it. That's a really sharp. That's really sharp. This thing is as old as me, I think. Maybe not. Like Swiss Army knives. Ooh, good. Good. Now I'm gonna test if this actually fits me, so I'll be right back. Because I don't like putting on clothes. It's my least favorite thing, especially when I'm busy. And I didn't think I'd have enough time. I'm like 90% sure it'll fit me. Oh yeah, this fits me. It's a little tight, I will admit, but it's got great flexibility. And of course, as I said, everything's gonna stretch out eventually. Well, yeah, I know, sorry, I got distracted. This is not. Where'd my pants go? I found them. Ain't getting banned for violating TOS. Not today, at least. Especially on my main channel. For some reason, I immediately forgot. No, wait, I remember now. Okay. I don't fold the shirts because I have a coat hanger, or I guess a clothes hanger. Yeah, I got a whole walk-in closet over there. It is beautiful. Now I know what my mom's talking about. So, I have that Nintendo Alarmo. That thing will go off. It's terrifying every time. I was like, who's clapping? Yeah, those go together. Oh, trust me, there's time to waste. If I'm switching tonight, which I'll let you know when I resume the stream as soon as it's over. On my it'll have to be okay, so I won't resume the stream. I'll do it around the same time this stream started tomorrow, because that's when I can officially start streaming on the alternate account, on the official NIX-FLIX Show account. The amount of subs I just gained, because I looked at my sub count, I gained to 2 subscribers, and I was like, why? But I'll keep them coming. This isn't my regular content, but stay a while, please. I got some videos coming out the entirety of November. Every week, new video based on Meta Runner, if you knew or remember what that was. I'm going to do all the Glitch Productions stuff. I'm going to do Amazing Digital Circus when that finishes. But got to finish my Deltarune videos first, because I finished streaming Deltarune yesterday, actually. Oh, why did I know that was going to happen? Okay, well, I'll fix it later. That's just the motto, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll explain what happened. So my phone is plugged in right now, and so it's only holding on by this much onto the bed frame. And so when I set it there, I was like, it works! I was like, wow, it actually stays! But then it just slipped for no reason. Well, there was some reason, but an unknown reason would be a better way of phrasing it. And if I don't finish this laundry now, I'm gonna do it tonight anyway, because I'm not gonna sleep on dirty clothes. Folds one shirt. When I fold the shirt of bed, when I fold the shirt of phone falling, what are those memes like? When I fold the shirt that causes all phones to fall. Self-improvement, the show. Which, that's really all this is. I'm trying to get my life out of it's not exactly the gutter, because I have a house, but out of the emotional gutter. So what you think about golf? This is Inside Out. It's golfy. No, I've always wanted to play it, but I also know it takes a while. And the excitement really comes from hitting the ball, but you only hit the ball for 6 seconds, and the rest of the game is walking to the spot. Mini golf, however, it's more action-packed, and there's also special courses. I'm bad at it, but yeah. And the scoring system always confused me as a kid, but now I've kind of understood it. And it makes sense why you'd want the lowest score possible, because that's the way the stroke counts and stuff, but still a weird decision. I believe you could find a roundabout way of making it the other way, kind of like basketball. Well, nothing like basketball. It makes sense in my head. You have to be in the head to understand. But I don't give you permission to be in my head, so get out. Get out of my head. Get out! Get out! If you really want to see me have a mental breakdown, watch my Deltarune Chapter 2 experience. No, Chapter 3 experience, Part 2. Watch that video at the end when I'm fighting the knight. Oof. I was very impressed with how that video went together, actually. I could have edited it better, but that would have taken me like, it would make the video would have come out by now if I did it. If I wanted to sync it to the music, oof, that would have taken so much effort. Just thinking about how much effort that would have taken is giving me a headache. I need water. Oh, would you look at that? My streaming water bottle. It's still full from yesterday. Oh, what's the matter? Want some? Here. How is my phone not falling? It moved. I'm gonna turn off my heater. It's actually getting warm in here. I'm very dehydrated and hot. And I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Good job, you're folding the laundry. Yeah. I spent too much time stalling though. I'm not going to be able to put it away. I've only just folded it. So I'll put it away when I come home from work. Oh, yeah, well, it's an old shirt. Shirts aren't meant to last. Hanes? Does Hanes match Hanes? Are these the same? They are. I'll put away the socks and that's it. Because I just toss them in a bucket. 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 Gotta text or send the video link to my sister's, I guess, I just couldn't call it the Discord, and be like, take that, the NIX-FLIX Show is a moderate success. I got, what, 5 likes now? Of course, it's not exactly Truman, but the pilot episode did really good. Of course, you can't really have a Truman Show if you know you're being recorded. Again, I'm not recording, I'm simply live. I have a hard time believing that these streams that eventually might be like 12 hours long are gonna get turned into VODs. So I'm relying entirely on clips. So first season is going to be very interesting. Lost media, maybe, run. But again, I don't know. Maybe that was already right. Maybe YouTube has improved and will allow 12-hour VODs. Maybe 12 hours is the cap. Where's the front? Where's the back, man? You like my jeans? What I find so funny about this Sydney Sweeney thing with the jeans commercial is just like, okay, you think she's hot, but I don't. In fact, she's like mid. Yeah, she's pretty conventionally, but there are other people who some would say aren't, but I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? That is like the hottest thing ever. More socks. More socks. If you can't tell, I'm a very musically inclined person, so I often will sing to myself. Sometimes out loud, sometimes not. Chicken eggs. Oh, I emoji. What does it mean? The numbers, Mason. What? The emojis, Mason. What do they mean? The messages. More socks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, interesting. That doesn't seem right. But I guess it is. It has to be. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Unreal. Unfortunately, a screw is loose. Oh, I have so much more clothes than I thought I did. I was almost out of underwear for a second. It's strange, like, okay, that's a weird conversation to have, but, you know, it's my show, I say what I want. As a kid, I preferred children's underwear, and then, like, as soon as I became a teenager, you're like, no, you're getting the ones that are essentially shorts. I'm like, but they're, I don't like them. It's like, too bad. Another, I've grown to like them. They keep getting bigger and bigger, and I'm just like, at what point am I wearing just shorts? I should grow into prefer. Huh. No, I do. Weird. Weird. No, interesting. I guess I am a very active person. These pants are interesting. These are what I'm going to be wearing. What I think I'm going to be wearing to the performance. Like I said, I'm an actor. Put the socks away, and the underwear away, and the shorts away, and leave the rest for tonight. put this in the lost socks pile that I'll do eventually. No closet cam tonight. Today. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. You too will enjoy the wonders of my recording studio, known as the closet. Well, you know what? Let's do it. The unknown socks. Ones that did not have a second pair. A second chance of life I have granted you. To find your lost pair. No, not the fruit. And interestingly, about my work boots, I get blisters if I don't wear 2 pairs of socks. So I gotta wear these green ones and these ones. It really doesn't matter what size they are or what type of sock they are, as long as I'm just wearing 2. Although these green ones, these green socks used to go beyond my knees. The frick? Used to go beyond my knees. They don't anymore. But I wore these when I was like 11. I'm 20 now. And I wore these when I used to play soccer as a little kid. These socks have lasted me a long time. I'm still really confused what that metal clanging was. I figured out what it was, but I don't know why it happened then and why it happened there and why it happened now. I guess then. Because there is no such thing as now, because now has already happened. Now is just then. Yeah, I know I'm sitting on the clothes. I don't give a fuck. Second chance. I have a lot of socks. A lot of socks. Oh. These socks belong to my sister. When she was like 17. I have them now, apparently. Actually, they might have belonged to my mom. And then my sister. Their laundry always got mixed up with each other. Same with me and my brothers, but we were not, definitely not the same size. So it was very easy to tell, like, hey, this isn't mine. It doesn't even remotely fit. Oh, this one's got a hole in it. I'm gonna throw that away. This is a massive heel. Might be my dad's sock. That's all the pairs that I could match at this moment. Alright. Yeah. I'll bring my phone charger with me. You're coming with me. Because now I'm gonna eat ice cream and watch YouTube. But no, you aren't gonna watch the video because this is the NIX-FLIX Show. You watch me. You watch me watch YouTube. From on. From. Yeah. From on. Here. And I know for a fact this is inevitably gonna fall. Ooh, hold up. Gotta untangle this. Maybe I'll actually scroll through Reddit. Who knows? It's a YouTuber Reddit. I decide. It's my show again. Get the ice cream out. Get a spoon. And get high. Off of YouTube, of course, that is. That's not a good angle. I don't like that. That's better. I can watch myself, too.
Something was wrong. I can watch myself. Something was wrong.
That's actually really weird.
I can watch myself. Something was wrong. That's actually really weird.
I'm not sure I like this.
That's actually really weird.
I'm not sure I like this. Again, these are the boring elements of the NIX-FLIX Show. It's mostly what it's going to be.
DeFranco Show, your daily dive into the news. It is Monday, and there's a lot to talk about, starting with this. We need to talk about Gaza, Israel, and Hamas. Because the ceasefire, it seems to be holding. All 20 living hostages have been released by Hamas, and nearly 2,000 Palestinians have been freed from Israeli imprisonment and detention. But then with all that, there's still violence in Gaza, and there are a lot of questions about what happens next that still haven't been answered. But to To start with the good news, as we talked about, Israel and Hamas, they agreed on a first phase of a ceasefire and hostage release deal on Thursday. And then on Friday, Israeli forces withdrew to a new defensive line inside of Gaza. In that, it let them control of 53% of the territory, and also it triggered a 72-hour deadline for the hostage exchange. And then we fast forward to this morning, and Hamas first released 7 hostages at around 8 a.m. local time, with them handing them over to Red Cross, who had transferred them to the Israeli military. And then around 11 a.m., the Red Cross received the final 13 living hostages. With us then seeing the first clips of these people reuniting with their families after more than 2 years in captivity. And then you had similar scenes playing out as Israel released 1,968 Palestinians, who I will note here have most often been described in mainstream media as prisoners. And I mention that because, for many, that label is in dispute, right? Because among those who were released, there were only 250 who had actually been sentenced to prison terms, right? Most of those people were convicted of murder and terrorism and deadly attacks on Israelis, according to Israel's justice ministry. Who also notably, some were convicted in military trials that rights advocates say often lack due process. And then also, right, beyond that, the remaining 1,700 or so Palestinians released, they were among several thousand Palestinians that Israeli troops have taken from Gaza and held without charge. And in fact, even now, about 1,300 Palestinians from Gaza remain in Israeli custody. And that's according to a recent count by an Israeli human rights group. And in fact, most of the detainees were held under new laws that were passed in Israel at the start of the war that allowed Palestinians to be detained for months as so-called unlawful combatants without judicial review or access to lawyers. And with that, you've had rights groups, the UN, and detainees themselves all having reported routine torture and abuse in the facilities where Palestinians have been held, with at least 75 dying in custody, according to the UN. So then with that, as far as the ceasefire and the hostage release deal, I mean, there's still a matter of returning the bodies of those who have died. And specifically with that, you have the remains of at least 26 hostages who died in Gaza, meant to be handed over in exchange for the remains of deceased Palestinians held by Israel. But also, both Israeli and Hamas officials have said that it would be difficult for Hamas to gather all of the bodies in the 3-day window that was stipulated by the ceasefire agreement. Right now, I mean, it's already sparked anger. You have the hostage families forum, for example, accusing Hamas of dragging their feet, saying in a statement, this represents a blatant breach of the agreement by Hamas. Also, had the Israeli defense minister writing on X that Hamas failing to return all of the bodies is a failure to meet its commitments, and adding any delay or deliberate avoidance will be considered a gross violation of the agreement and will be responded to accordingly. But also, despite those concerns, you had Trump hailing today as the historic dawn of a new Middle East when he became the first president to address the Israeli parliament since George W. Bush in 2008. In typical Trump fashion, you had him seemingly very off-script bashing Joe Biden and Barack Obama, while also heaping praise on himself and his administration. And then you also very notably had him urging Israel's president to pardon Netanyahu, who's in the middle of a long-running criminal trial on corruption charges. Then on the other side, you had Netanyahu and other Israeli politicians heaping praise and applause on Trump, although not all. In fact, at one point, 2 lawmakers belonging to a joint Palestinian-Israeli political party were escorted out for displaying signs that said "Recognize Palestine." And you had one of them writing on social media afterward to crown Netanyahu through flattery, the likes of which has never been seen, does not absolve him and his government of the crimes against humanity committed in Gaza, nor of the responsibility for the blood of hundreds of thousands of Palestinian victims and thousands of Israeli victims. So later adding, there are 2 people here, and neither is going anywhere. But then also, with the situation, you have Trump leaving for Israel and heading to Egypt for something on the ceasefire deal along with other world leaders. So we're going to have to wait to see if at least any questions being answered about what happens next. Because, for example, as of right now, it's not totally clear which, if any, countries are planning to send troops to join what was called an international stabilization force that Trump said would handle security in post-war Gaza. And then beyond that, there's also the question of whether Hamas will be disarmed.
Reese's ice cream, it's really good. Watching the Philip DeFranco show, learning about how terrible the world is. Watching it on like 2x speed, or I get 1.5 speed because he already talks really fast.
Then stripped of its power in Gaza, and how the territory will be governed after the war. Because that's a demand from Israel, but we've already seen reports that Hamas has been moving to reassert its control over the territory. I mean, you've got the BBC reporting that Hamas has recalled about 7,000 members of its security forces to move into areas recently vacated by Israeli troops. And the mobilization were reportedly announced that their aim would be to, quote, cleanse Gaza of outlaws and collaborators with Israel. And then, seemingly connected to that, you also had the BBC reporting that at least 27 people were killed over the weekend in clashes between Hamas and armed members of a major clan in Gaza City. And you had what was described as a senior source in Gaza's Ministry of Interior telling Al Jazeera that the clashes in Gaza City involved an armed militia affiliated with the Israeli occupation. And for some important context there, you had Netanyahu confirming way back in June that Israel had been arming clans in Gaza that he said were opposed to Hamas. You also had international aid workers later alleging that leaders of one of these groups, who Israeli and Palestinian analysts claimed had been involved in drugs and weapons smuggling before the war, and also did business with the Islamic State, was behind the systemic looting of aid entering the Gaza Strip last fall. And with that, you had analysts and historians saying that providing weapons, money, and other support to these types of groups is a strategy that Israel has used several times in the past to divide Palestinians and undermine their national aspirations. Or with one Columbia University scholar saying it's the oldest colonial.
And no, I'm not going to tell you what my thoughts are on Gaza and Israel, because my thought process is Hamas sucks and Israel sucks. So I want the bloodshed to end, but I don't want one to rule over the other in the end.
Strategy in the book, and added, Israel wants a state of chaos because if the Palestinians are unified, then they might have to actually negotiate or deal with them. With also a retired security officer who previously served with the Palestinian Authority in Gaza claiming Gaza is flooded with arms. Looters have stolen thousands of weapons and rounds of ammunition from Hamas stores during the war, and some groups have even received supplies from Israel. And then adding, this is a perfect recipe for civil war, weapons, frustration, chaos, and a movement desperate to reassert control over a shattered and exhausted population. So ultimately, that is where we are, and we are going to have to wait to see how this plays out, because there is so much happening right now. I think we can hope for the best. We can celebrate people being back with their loved ones and their families. But we should also prepare for the worst and expect that maybe everything doesn't go according to plan. At least the public-facing peace plan. But the next step in the news, Donald Trump has a Marjorie Taylor Greene problem right now. Right? She's been breaking from Trump and her party over and over recently. I mean, just over the weekend, she got a ton of attention over comments that she made regarding Trump's ICE raids and immigration policies, saying on Tim Dillon's podcast.
When I look at, showing up to a high school graduation and deporting someone's father, I go, this seems to a lot of people to be inhumane.
Yeah, that's hard to watch. Having a secure border, oh hell yeah, unapologetically.
Yeah.
Yes. Immigration laws, have to follow our immigration laws. Those are our laws. However, let's be in reality for a minute. We have a labor force in America across many industries that has been built on illegal labor. That's a fact. That also cannot be ignored. As a conservative and as a business owner in the construction industry and as a realist, I can say we have to do something about labor, and that needs to be a smarter plan than just rounding up every single person.
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfit.
And deporting.
I like how I said I'm not going to give my, I like how I said I'm not going to give my opinion on Gaza and Israel, and I literally gave my opinion.
Just like that.
The comments coming as ICE raids have been making headline after headline from Chicago lately. There was, for example, tons of video showing an instance where 2 women were allegedly pulled from their cars outside of an elementary school. And more footage showing a news producer being detained by Border Patrol agents while her vase was held to the ground before being put into a minivan. Right, Marge also saying that her party is just not doing enough to address costs of living and other everyday issues that Americans are actually dealing with.
But I'm really upset with the direction Congress is going. But when we are not
So is she like the smartest Trump lackey? She's actually concerned about the citizens? Because that kind of seems weird.
doing anything to address the cost of living, we aren't doing anything about Blackstone buying up houses where most young people can't find a house and they're having to compete in bidding wars.
Right.
And we're not doing anything about health insurance premiums. Then for the love of God, what are we doing?
And again, this is just the latest and what's been kind of a trend for Greene lately. In the past few months, she called what was happening in Gaza a genocide. She's one of the few Republicans pushing for the Epstein files to actually get released. And actually, with this shutdown we're seeing, she's been very outspoken. I mean, just last week, she pinned the blame on her Republican colleagues and leaders like House Speaker Mike Johnson.
So you're putting the blame on the leadership of your party. Absolutely. We control the House. We control the Senate. We have the White House. I've been vocal since.
She should be president! She actually cares! Oh, well, maybe. I don't know for sure. She says she cares, but so did Trump too, so...
You can use the nuclear option in the Senate. This doesn't have to be a shutdown.
Right, with all this, condemning her party for not having solutions when it comes to healthcare, saying that Mike Johnson should really bring the House back in session for many reasons. Saying this clip is coming from millions and millions of Americans where their health insurance premiums are about to skyrocket, so put your money where your mouth is. And so, all of this, it's prompted a lot of reactions from people from all sides. Right, connected to what we're seeing, you had the likes of Johnson saying that he had a meaningful conversation with her about issues like healthcare. Though that also is you had other Republicans seemingly like a little more annoyed with her, arguing that it's unfair for her to pin all these issues on her own party. But then also, on the left, you had some seeing her comments and asking, how is Marjorie Taylor Greene a new ally of the left? Right, you're seeing pieces out there titled Marjorie Taylor Greene, Welcome to the Resistance. The columnist for the AJC putting out a piece saying she is the, quote, singular Republican voice in Washington willing to speak truth to power, her own party politics be damned. And adding, even if you don't agree with Greene on everything, or even most things, I have to admire her willingness in this moment to say what is true even when other Republicans refuse to. Maybe it's queer suicide, or maybe it's leadership. But then also, you had some really not sold on this, right? Arguing that her so-called pivot, it's not a moral awakening, saying it's a political calculation that recognizes Trump's political weaknesses. Right, with that, you've got people pointing to the full interview saying, if you look at them, she's still praising Trump's leadership. She hasn't done a full 180. Right, if you go to her Twitter, you see kind of anti-vax rhetoric, or her claiming Antifa was at January 6th. Even though, she's slamming the Republicans' handling of healthcare, she's also still pointing fingers at Democrats and Obamacare. And so that is why you also have people like this columnist for USA Today say, keep in mind that Greene, like so many MAGA figures, is a grade A grifter who craves the thing all good opportunists need. Attention, saying Trump is unpopular, he's aging swiftly, the economy, as Greene so boldly noted, is not good for most Americans. And adding, before long, MAGA will need a new figurehead. And you can bet every fast-talking, fact-averse tail-kisser who helped Trump build his faux populist racket wants a shot at the con artist crown. And saying, I don't think Greene has come to her senses. I think she's a gifted grifter dipping a toe in the pool of Trump defiance to see if it makes waves she can ride. But then also, regardless of her motives here, you have outlets like Time noting, either way, Greene's growing independence poses a risk to Republican power. With a thin majority in the lower chamber, every non-party line voter could upend Trump's and the GOP's agenda. But ultimately, that's where we are right now as we wait to see what happens from here, whether it be with Marjorie Taylor Greene, Donald Trump's relationship with her, or even other Republicans, right? Do they start joining her? I gotta ask you, what are your thoughts, opinions, and reactions here? Like, do you think there's an ulterior motive, or she's a true ideologue and Trump's the one that's straying from it, so she is kind of tried and true, or is she just a grifter navigating the situation? What are your thoughts and feelings here? And then there's more we've got to dive into, but first, Pete.
Alright, so I gotta go to work, so I gotta cut that show. No shoot. Wow. I hope that's a joke, because that's really sexist. Yes, men and women have different brains and different priorities when it comes to what we think about in the moment. But that shouldn't affect leadership. The only reason men have been leaders for years is because when you're hunting, the strong one leads the charge, not the one who can't fend off the enemy. But again, we're not fighting mammoths or whatever. We're fighting ourselves, really. I still don't like what the Republicans have done. They've lied about everything they're going to do, and the stuff that they said they were going to do, that people were like, well, that's fine, I guess, is what they're tackling. It's a whole complicated issue. Just know, I would have voted for him 7 years ago, but that was 7 years ago. We saw what happened the first time, and it's worse. But 7 years ago, I was 13, so I didn't know anything. I was even dumber than I am now, so take with that what you will. I need to get shoes, boots. Where did I put them? Here. It's all too party affiliated rather than leadership affiliated. And though there are advantages to voting by party, because the assumption is everyone in my party thinks like me, that's bad. If everyone thinks like you, it's not good. Oh, there's a hole in these pants too. It's slowly growing bigger. Guess I gotta throw these away too. What I missed? Nothing really, just putting on my boots. Getting my wallet. Getting my keys. Getting my ID badge. So I can get inside the building. Getting my headphones so I don't die of boredom. My water bottle's in the car, and so I just need to grab my phone. Turn off my lights so I save electricity and power and money and light bulbs, and get in the car and drive to work. Yeah. Oh yeah, my car's pretty clean. Some minor things that didn't get got, but yeah, no, it's clean. Again, I'm so used to driving with music. It's gonna be a little weird not doing that. My mic quality still good? Is it playing through the car speakers? Because my car speakers, I think, are like right here? No, above me? Somewhere. Here? Is this them? I don't know. All I know is... hamburger. Hamburger. They're doing construction and some guy's like face down, butt up in a hole, and I'm just like, what? It looked like he was like dead. My car is making sounds that I don't quite understand, I guess is the word, yeah. Oh! Looking at my GPS, it predicts that I'll be cutting it close. The shift begins the sort begins at 4, but we're supposed to be 3 hours early. No, 3 minutes early in order to do the pre-sort like stretches and stuff. Just a light tight, hang that tight, that's tight, 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 that's the light tight. Gonna end up in the shed tonight. It's a red light, you don't need to speed up. I'm green. Part of me wants to play. I mean, what are the odds in GeoGuessr that you spawn in my city? Because it's pretty small, relatively speaking. Even though it's got the biggest population in the state, it's still it's smaller than the other ones. And so I'm like, there's only so many spots that you can spawn in relative to the rest of the world, and so it's like it's a 16 in a millionth chance of getting it, or 100 in a millionth chance. Maybe trillionth. It's a lot of spots you can spawn in. I need to check actually. One of the, I think it was Apple Maps Google. It was either, I think it was Apple Maps. I saw one of the vehicles go by when I was driving down one of the roundabouts, and I had Wendy's in my hand, in my window down. I was eating it, and I was just like, oh. So I was like, that's an Apple Map. I think it was Apple Maps. And I was like, wait, if they have the tripod, maybe you can look at the pictures, so you might be able to see me just like while it drives by in one of the pictures. I hope that's the case, because that'd be really funny. Yeah, this is an ultimate, what's the word I'm looking for? It is if everyone would speed up. Trucks only go slow when you need them to go fast, otherwise they're passing you constantly. Such is the way of the worm. Texas pass and I'm homebound. They actually work in the opposite of downtown. Downtown's that way. Exactly that way. You know what? I'm gonna record all the way until I look at the shift schedule and to see where I am. Because guess what? I remember this in orientation. No photography or video allowed. But it doesn't say anything about live streams. Well, technically it did, because it's still video. But no one has to know. And especially because I don't think anyone cares walking through the front door. I genuinely don't think anyone cares that you're live streaming yourself. Today's Monday. No, it isn't. No, it is the... Yes, today's Monday. Why can't I think? That is weird. It doesn't feel like a Monday. Yet, it also does. This was not the optimal route. I need to be in that lane. Yep, still old water. Weird. So we're gonna go, it's a green light. It's like too hot, but also too cold at the same time. The in-between states are the worst, because I constantly get bloody noses, and the temperature is just not good enough. It's either too hot or too cold. You know, 5 years ago, I would have been wearing shorts in this weather. going to college in January over there. I'm curious how that's going to affect my YouTube-ness, because I definitely will be producing videos at a slower rate, if at all. I hope to continue doing them, because I actually want to start a Patreon. But, again, I'll make a video about it, but I'm planning on either a Patreon or channel membership or both, and it's basically just you get to watch videos as soon as I finish them rather than as soon as I choose to publish them. And maybe on Patreon the uncensored version, because sometimes there'll be a curse word that'll use a part horn on the YouTube version. But again, I'm not sure. I'll put it up to a poll and make more decisions. Because in order to have YouTube channel memberships, you need to have 500 subscribers and over 1,000 watch hours in the past 365 days, and 3 video uploads in the past week. I'm not at 500 subs yet, and I'm not even anywhere close to the watch hours. So Patreon could work. And with Patreon, I'm pretty sure I get a bigger cut. And it's only going to be like $1 a month. And $1 a month just to support me and see my videos early? That's a steal compared to what other YouTubers have. I think Game Grumps is like $5. But of course, Game Grumps also have extended versions and an entire show, like an extra show. So it makes it more worth it. But, I don't know the really logistics of it. Ultimately, it's your choice. I don't want to make the Patreon like with the Game Grumps adding extra show or extra content to be like to make you want to do it, but I also want enough of an incentive that people would do it, not just to support me. But once college starts and I can figure out how it's gonna all fit together and work, we'll know from there. Because with my acting gig, I also get paid and there's also tips, so maybe YouTube will continue to be free and I'll just rely on AdSense. But I have heard from literally just about every other YouTube in existence how unreliable AdSense are. Yes, I am almost to work. I'm like 3 minutes away. And there's a chance I'll be like 1 minute late. No, there wouldn't be Prime, would there? No, there wouldn't be Prime. If there was Prime, we'd be starting at like 3. I need speed. I made it just in time. I think I'm gonna clock in at exactly 3 minutes before. And now is your chance to turn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be moving a lot, so I don't need a jacket. However, I don't think I'm switching, but if I am, I'm gonna be freezing. But there are company issue jackets, so maybe I can like tie it around my waist and wear a normal vest. Wow, it's